Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video will be a full face of Drugstore and mostly Revlon. And I wanted to do this video because Revlon recently has been my go-to makeup products that I've been using. And I never would have thought that Revlon would have been my drugstore choice, right? So first I'm gonna start off with this it's new, the Revlon Luminous Protect and Moisture SPF 30 primer. And I really like this because, of course, even though if you're new here, I'm Ollie combo, but I enjoy to have a little luminosity, not Ollie looking, but I like to look luminous. So I'm gonna use that first. I'm gonna try to make this a complete drugstore look. And it's just, see how it just melts in my skin. And I feel good that it's SPF 30 and it's still protecting my skin from the UV rays outside. And it feels like a really luxurious moisturizer. Now for my pores, I'm going to take my Maybelline Poreless Jelly Primer just to help with any pores I might have. And my pores are mainly in this area right here. If I get any, it's just mainly right here. I normally use 2 primers anyway. I'm a double, triple primer type girl. I love primers because they love me. You have to use the makeup that loves you back. Don't force the makeup. If something you use and it doesn't work for you, don't force it. Just use makeup that loves you back. Okay? And now, like, I feel like I could, like, if I wasn't going to work or whatever, or just going to run errands, like, I would feel so comfortable. My eyebrows are already done. I would feel I would feel so comfortable just walking out the house just like this because my skin is protected by the primer. So don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I love that. Oh, put my chair a little bit. Okay, better. Okay, for our foundation, this right here, the Revlon Color Stay for Ollie Combo Skin in the shade 600 Cinnamon. That's the shade I'm going to be using today. And it's a 1 pump foundation, but we'll build it up if need be. And it says it's for Ollie Combo Skin. They have the different types depending on your skin type. Like they have some for normal, dry skin, and then the one for Ollie skin. But even though this says it's for Ollie skin, I feel like it still has just a tad bit of radiance in it. It's not like full matte, because you know usually foundations that say that they're made for all the skin are usually matte and tight and dry, because they assume that, you know, all the people don't want any radiance to their lives. So this is how 1 pump is looking. Let's do a half of another pump just to build it up, and put it on the back of your brush versus directly on your skin. That way it's kind of warming up on the back of your hand, and you're not applying it so that, I won't say that the coverage is full, so that, you know, you're not overdoing it. This is a good way for me to not overdo my makeup, because we all have been there where we overdo it only because the product is there and we're thinking, oh, we need a lot of product to make it work. Sometimes less product is better. So I have 2 shades. Y'all have seen me use the shade 155 in the new, I don't know if it's new, it's new to me, the Revlon Glimmer Brightening Concealer. Y'all have seen me use shade 155. I got that one from Target, but this one is shade 165. And I got this from Amazon. I think it's like $7 or $8. 155 is super bright, but it works for me. And 165, we're going to see if it's a little darker. Yes, it's a little darker. This right here feels like butter, on the skin. It feels straight like butter, like very serum-like, soft, milky, all of the soft words that you can come up with. Airy, it feels like all of that. I am going to use 155 in the inner part to like highlight just a tad bit more. But let's go ahead and contour with my Thread Beauty. Yeah, I've been really into Revlon. I actually have 2 of their lip liners in my Amazon cart that I'll get next time I order Amazon. Just put that in. Light enough for y'all. Felt like I was fading into the abyss in the back. My light wasn't on. And I keep my bronzer, I stay from like here to here, contour. I try not to come all the way down here. Sometimes I miss and do it, but for the most part, I try to stay up with it. Okay, now I got this concealer brush. Time for me to wash it. I need to ask my cousin, did she finish my makeup brushes? And this concealer really does melt in the skin. Like the next one that I will order will be my skin tone. And this has a little glow to it. Normally you think of concealers, you think of matte concealers, but when I knew or saw that this had a little hope of glimmer, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's for me. And I just take whatever's left on the brush to highlight my chin and forehead and not necessarily put product there. And blend out the edges, of course. So y'all see, it gave me a semi little sweet highlight. My face is really luminous. And we're going to take 155 and just a little bit. I was scared of this at first, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what shade did I buy? But it turns out once you blend it out, it's not like a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and set the bronzer while I let that do its thing. I mean, y'all probably use this until it runs out. My Mocha bronzer by Revolution. I just use this till it run out, and once it run out, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had this forever in my stash and pulled it out a couple of months ago and been using it ever since. It's the perfect, not too cool, not too warm, not too dark, not too light, not a lot of shimmer, not a lot of red. Like, it's the perfect everything for me. And I'm so sad that they discontinued it. They probably discontinued a while ago, or maybe it was part of a special collection. I don't know. But either way, I love it. And I just still try to stay like right where I put the contour, just a little bit on top of the contour to give me that bronze contour type look. Now let's take a little sponge and squeeze it tight to blend out the highlight part. And I feel like it really helps with the discoloration I have underneath my eye, this eye right here, to be Pacific right here. It really helps. To conceal the darkness, I should say. Yeah. Then I'm going to take this black opal and around the Clay Girl pressed powder, and that's what I'm going to use to set this area. Another stash finder. Okay. Let that sit for a minute. Go ahead and use my date night blush, might as well, because y'all know I was going to use it. By Sephora. I tell y'all, I've been really into my stash these last couple of months. Could be that makeup just doesn't have a lot going on right now, or it could be that I'm just loving what's in my stash. And I'm finally learning to work with what I have versus trying to go out and buy everything new. Like I finally am working with what I have. All right, let's take a little bit of 165. Let's go ahead and prime the lip. Since that fell in my lap, let's go ahead and prime it with my ColourPop lippy stick. And root for me. Ooh, I said I was going to use another lip liner, huh, y'all? I was trying to keep it drugstore. Let's take Fearless. This is Fearless 135 Maybelline Vinyl. And use that as a lip liner. Because I was about to pick up that that MAC Root for Me lip liner. Let's take shade 165 and use that as an eyeliner. An eyebrow, an eyeshadow base. I got the Maybelline Fearless as my lip liner. But I want another brow. I can't find my mascara tear from Maybelline. It's probably my purse. Something a little darker. Okay. I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution Reloaded in Red Alert. This shade for the crease and outer V. And then this kind of taupey light shade for the lid. I've been really into gray eyeshadow. I know that seems like real odd. For whatever reason, I've been loving gray eyeshadow. And I don't know why. I just have. Oh, I'm about to say I use that Sephora date night as blush, but I guess that could be considered drugstore. Like it's Sephora brand, and it's only like what, $10, $12 for their blush. You see how quickly you forget that you're supposed to be doing like complete drugstore, and then turn into, and you have a mixture of stuff in your collection. Circular motions upward. Make sure I get in the crease. Deep in the crease. Okay. Now, let's get this taupey shade. It's pigmented. Makeup Revolution makes, well, I don't know about, recently, but they used to make really good eyeshadow palettes. You see how pigmented it is? And you know how much hard work it takes for light shades to show up on dark skin. So this is a lot. This is a whole lot. I'm quite sure, yeah, you're quite sure you guys have this palette in your collection. Because it is an oldie but a goodie. Okay. Okay. Juvia'splace New York lip liner. Eyeliner. We on a roll, y'all. Oh, I'm finished. Okay. I think we're done. Where's the foundation brush I was using? There it is. Sure everything blended. Take some of my Bear With Me spray. Maybelline Captivated Vinyl Liquid Lip. Yeah, numbers 95 is the number. Look like I don't have no lip liner. Let me find a lip liner. Found this Duck Lip Liner NYX in Double Dose. I haven't picked this up in a while. It's a pretty one. Okay. Better. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Decide if I want to do a gloss. All right, I'll be back. But this is the face so far. I'm gonna throw on some lashes and I'll be back. All right, guys, let me spray with my L'Oreal 3-second setting mist. Love, love, love this. Not the smell of it, but I love the effects. Like, it's going to set your makeup in place, no problem. Fan to dry it. Then I'll take my brush, kind of make sure it's in there. And we have a completed full face of nothing but Drugstore. I love Drugstore. I've been like on my Drugstore kick lately and I've been loving it. Let me put a little gloss. Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Sin Nudes. Perfect. Alright, y'all. This is it. If you enjoyed today's video, or drop down and let me know your favorite drugstore brand. Favorite drugstore brand, hands down. Something that you'll repurchase over and over again. And if you enjoyed today's video, give this video a thumbs up because it helps my channel a lot. And now I can get out the door before I go to work. Let me here. And peace out. Bye, y'all.